Recently, I was denied for the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card. And when I had went on the Capital One site, I actually did the pre-qualification and I wasn't qualified for that one. I was qualified for three credit cards, the Quicksilver, the Saber one, and the Venture one, but I didn't want any of those cards. And since I had pulled my credit and looked at my credit reports, I was just like, you know what? My credit score is pretty good. My utilization is good. I don't have that many inquiries. I only had 2 inquiries on my credit report. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance and I'm going to go ahead and apply. And I'm not saying that that was a good idea, but I went ahead and did it because I wanted to test it out to see, what would happen. And I was denied. Now, when I was denied for the Venture Rewards credit card, Capital One did approve me for the Venture One credit card for $3,000. Now, I declined that offer because I did not want that credit card. And in the last video, I did get a question asking me, well, why didn't I go ahead and accept the offer for the Venture One and then just do a product change within, let's say, the next couple of months? But I was just like, you know what? I didn't want to get stuck with a credit card that I didn't want, even though I got a hard inquiry, because when I had applied for the Venture Rewards credit card, probably immediately I had got an email notification stating that my credit was ran. And then I checked my credit report today and it is on my credit report, Capital One, check my credit. And so I was just like, dang, I don't even have a credit card to go with it. So I was checking my emails and I had got an email from Capital One and they were stating why I had got denied for the credit card. So I was just like, okay, this is pretty good. Why did I get denied? So I got denied because it said that I had applied for one or more trade lines within a 24-month period. And I was just like, whoa, I didn't know that Capital One, similar to Chase, where they have, you cannot apply for 5 personal credit cards within a 24-month period. And so I was just like, dang, that's not even right. So I had went on my credit report and I only have 3 credit cards within a 24-month period. So I was just like, whoa. Now I had called Capital One, but they ended up being closed, because I'm still going to call back because I still find it pretty strange that they had denied me for the Venture Rewards, but approved me for the Venture One. And then they're stating in the email that I got that I had applied for one or more trade lines. So then why would I get approved for any of their credit cards? So I know that the Venture Rewards is going to be a higher tier than the Venture One, but it seems like I wouldn't get approved for either one. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really should have went ahead and approved me for the other credit card. So I'm just like, I don't know. But I feel like it's because on the Venture Rewards, it had a better offer, because it had, if you spent $4,000 within 3 months, you got 75,000 points. But then with the Venture Rewards, it really wasn't that good. And plus, it didn't have an annual fee on that one. So I was just like, wow. And then when I looked at the email a little bit more, it did give some more information. And so even though when I had pulled my credit, it said that my credit scores were from a 751 to a 758, on my actual letter, it stated that my credit score was a 725. And it also said that, yes, I did get denied because I had multiple trade lines, but it also said that I had got denied because I had some delinquencies on my credit report. And that's going to be because of the late payments that I had on my credit report. And I wasn't really, I don't know, I can't say that I wasn't expecting it, because I know that they'll see that, but I hadn't been denied, because I've gotten 3 credit cards within the last 24 months. And so I was just like, I was kind of surprised, but I probably could call and, see if they would do a reconsideration, but I'm just like, I don't know if I would. And if you are new to this channel, so I had co-signed on a loan and we haven't had any late payments within the last 2 years. But when you have late payments on your credit report, it will report on your credit report for 7 years. And so that's why I'll try to make sure that my credit report looks good. But since I had co-signed on that loan, it happened. But I usually, like, everything else on my credit report is good because my credit utilization is usually around 1% because I do not carry a balance on my credit cards. I'll pay the credit cards off every month. And then my length of credit is good, and my inquiries was only two, but once they looked at how many credit cards I had applied for within a 24-month period, I mean, it was only three. So I was still just like, wow, I still couldn't believe that they had denied me for that reason. Also, my credit mix on my credit report is really good. So I just knew that I would get approved. And, especially since I didn't have any Capital One credit cards, I really wanted to try to see how Capital One was. And I don't know if I thought it would be easier or hard, but I knew that they were going to pull all of my credit scores, but my credit scores are good. But having those late payments on my credit report doesn't look that good. So I could say that that's pretty much the reason why. But let me know in the comments, did you know that Capital One had this? If you applied for more than a couple of credit cards within a 24-month period, I was just so surprised because I hadn't heard that for Capital One, because I was looking at everything else and I was not even considering that. And I was thinking about applying for some other credit cards because the whole thing was that I was looking for a new travel credit card, and I had narrowed it down to the Capital One Venture Rewards, and I was looking at the American Express Hilton Honor Surpass, and I was still looking at the American Express gold card, even though I said that if I had applied for that one, I would have to save the annual fee. But since I didn't have any Capital One credit cards, that's why I ended up going ahead and applying for the Capital One Venture Rewards first over some of the other credit cards, since I didn't have one, because I was just like, I would just go ahead and apply. Usually, if it's a bank or credit union that I haven't applied with, then sometimes I will go ahead and do the pre-qualification. So I have only been denied for one credit card, and that was the Chase ISG credit card. But see, around that time, I had applied for probably three credit cards, and I did have the late payments on my credit report, but I called them and I got a reconsideration, and that's how I got approved. But all of the other credit cards that I have applied for, I never got denied. So I was not thinking that I would get denied for this credit card, and I didn't think that I wouldn't get pre-qualified for the one that I wanted. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? And what do you think about Capital One? Do you think I should try to get the reconsideration? Now, I am going to call them on Monday so that I can see, because I wanted to make sure that they were not going to be sending me the Venture One credit card, but I hadn't gotten any emails on that one. But I did get the inquiry on my credit report. So it's there, but I don't have a credit card to go with it. I'm just like, that is just so crazy. But I really did not want that Venture One credit card. So that's the only reason that I declined it. So I can't say that was a wrong or a right thing, but that was the decision I made, and I'm cool with it. So let me know, what do you think in the comments? And do you have a credit card that you think I should apply for next? It's not a game.